Assalamu alaikum. You are watching Sohaib's Timeless Tales, where we explore the amazing stories of the world. Today, we are going to learn about the greatest traveler Ibn Battuta, the man who traveled more than anyone else in history. Ibn Battuta was born in 1304 in Tangier, Morocco, into a family of Islamic judges. He had a passion for learning and wanted to see the world. At the age of 21, he left his home to perform the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, which every Muslim is expected to do at least once in their lifetime, but he did not stop there. He decided to keep traveling and exploring new lands and cultures. He visited most of the Islamic world, from North Africa to Southeast Asia and beyond. He crossed deserts, mountains, rivers, and seas. He met kings, sultans, scholars, and mystics. He witnessed wars, revolutions, plagues, and famines. He faced dangers, hardships, and challenges. He also enjoyed wonders, marvels, and delights. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of his journey. He traveled to Mecca overland, following the North African coast across the sultanates of Abd al-Wadid and Hafsid. The route took him through Tlemcen, Béjaïa, and then Tunis, where he stayed for 2 months. He also visited the holy cities of Medina, Jerusalem, and Damascus, and the ancient ruins of Palmyra and Baalbek. He continued his journey to Iraq, Iran, and Turkey, where he encountered the Mongol invaders and the Seljuk Turks. He visited Baghdad and Tabriz, the capital of the Ilkhanate. He also saw the famous Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople, and the Tomb of Rumi in Konya. He ventured further east to Central Asia, where he visited the cities of Bukhara, Samarkand, and Balkh. He met the descendants of Genghis Khan and the Sufi saints of the region. He also witnessed the devastation caused by the Black Death, the plague that killed millions of people in the 14th century. He crossed the Himalayas to reach India, where he spent 8 years as a judge and a diplomat under the Delhi Sultanate of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He traveled extensively in India, visiting Delhi, Agra, Bengal, Gujarat, Malabar, and the Deccan. He also learned about Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, and admired the architecture and culture of India. He sailed to China, where he marveled at the wealth and power of the Yuan dynasty. He visited Beijing, Hangzhou, Guangzhou, and Quanzhou. He also saw the Great Wall of China, the Grand Canal, and the porcelain industry. He met the Chinese Emperor, Kublai Khan's grandson, and the Muslim communities in China. He returned to India, where he joined a ship of Muslim pilgrims heading to Mecca. However, the ship was attacked by pirates and Ibn Battuta was robbed and nearly killed. He managed to escape and reached the Maldives, where he became a chief judge and married a local woman. He also visited Sri Lanka, where he climbed Adam's Peak, a sacred mountain for Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, and Christians. He resumed his journey to Mecca, but he was not satisfied yet. He decided to explore more of Africa, where he visited Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, and Zanzibar. He saw the exotic animals, the Swahili coast, and the trade networks of the Indian Ocean. He also met the legendary Queen of Sheba and the King of Mali. He finally returned to Morocco in 1354 after 29 years of traveling. He was welcomed by the Marinid Sultan, who commissioned a scholar to write down his adventures. The result was a book called the Rihla, or The Journey, which is one of the most famous and influential travelogues in history. Ibn Battuta traveled for 29 years, covering about 120,000 kilometers, which is equivalent to 3 times the circumference of the Earth. He traveled more than Marco Polo, Zheng He, or Christopher Columbus. He was the first person to document his travels in detail in a book called the Rihla, or The Journey. His book is a treasure of information and insights about the medieval world. Ibn Battuta was not only a traveler, but also an explorer, a scholar, a judge, a diplomat, a poet, and a storyteller. He was a man of curiosity, courage, and faith. He was a man who lived his dream and left a legacy that inspires us to this day. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to comment below and tell me what you think of Ibn Battuta's amazing journey. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Ma as-salama.